Hi, my name's Kim Johnston, and I would like to introduce the Rotary R148 Pro 2D electronic wheel balancer. This balancer will handle wheel diameters from 10 to 30 inches. It'll handle tire widths from 1.5 to 22 inches, a maximum tire diameter of 44 inches, and the maximum weight for the shaft is 154 pounds. The R148 Pro also comes with a 7-piece collet set and a small light truck cone, which stores conveniently on the left side of the machine. One of the primary features of the R148 Pro is an automatic lock-in position feature. After you do a measurement cycle, the wheel will automatically stop in the position the weight needs to be placed in for the outside, and then by simply pressing the start button, you can rotate that to bring up your next position on the inside of the wheel. You don't have to rotate the wheel with your hands. And now I'll demonstrate how to balance the wheel. First thing we'll do is we'll select the correct collet. It's a two-sided, shorter style. So we'll put this in here and make sure it fits snugly with no slack. To secure the wheel to the balancer, we're going to use our quick release wing nut. We want to make sure that we have the rubber ring to protect the face of the aluminum wheel. Go ahead and snug that up, and then we'll rotate the wheel as we're tightening the wing nut to make sure that that collet centers perfectly in the wheel. And you want it to be pretty snug. You don't want it, gorilla tight, but you want it pretty snug. Now we're going to use 2 adhesive weights on this wheel. So we'll grab the distance gauge and we'll use our positioning pedal to hold that position for the wheel. And we'll measure 2 positions, inside and outside. Then we'll lower the hood and give us about a 7-second spin cycle. And we've got our 2 weight values. And the R148 is going to stop the wheel with the weight positions on top. So you do outside first, inside second. So I'll grab my first weight, press the positioning pedal, and place it in the clip at the end of the gauge. And then I'll use the gauge as the balancer guides me on the display, displaying a solid H when the gauge is in the right position to apply the weight. Then I'll press start and it'll rotate to the inside weight position. So I'll grab my 3/4 of an ounce. Again, I'll place it in the clip and then I'll bring it until I get that solid H for the inside position. Then we'll lower the hood and spin it. After our check spin, we get all zeros. The R148 Pro can also do hidden weights, so I'll demonstrate how to do that now. The first thing we want to do is grab our distance gauge and measure an inside and outside weight position, just like we're doing 2 adhesive weights. And then lower the hood for our 7-second measurement spin. And it's going to pull up the weights required to balance. So since we're doing split weight, the first thing I'll do is press start so it brings the inside weight position up. And we'll hold that position with the positioning pedal, and I'll handle that first. So I'll put the 0.5 in the gauge and position it according to the guidance on the display. Again, as you move the gauge, you're looking for a solid H. And I'll press the start button again, and I'll bring my outside weight position to the top. So now I'm going to press RC because I want to split the weight. I'll rotate any of the spokes to the top, 12 o'clock top dead center, and press RC to confirm. Now I have to enter the number of spokes in the wheel. This one has 5. So using the up and down arrows, I'll enter 5 and press RC to confirm. And the first position of the split weight amount will rotate automatically to the top. So we'll take our first amount, place it in the gauge, and follow the guidance on the display until I get that solid H. We'll place that weight amount. And we'll press start, and the second position of the split weight will show up. So we'll take that value, we'll place it in the gauge, press the positioning pedal, and following the guidance on the display, once we get that solid H, we'll go ahead and affix those weights. Now we lower our hood, and we have a balanced wheel. And now to remove the wheel, we want to loosen the quick release nut before you pull the quick release trigger. It'll help the nut to last a lot longer. And now I'll demonstrate how to do 2 hammer-on weights. All right, before we mount the wheel on the shaft, we want to make sure we get the appropriate collet. And we'll put the wheel on the shaft. And we'll grab our wing nut with pressure cup, but we're going to remove the rubber ring. That's just for aluminum wheels to protect the face. And again, we'll kind of spin this wheel as we spin the quick release nut to make sure that the collet centers perfectly in the center of the wheel. All right, so now we'll grab our distance gauge and we'll measure to the inside lip of the wheel where a hammer-on weight would go. Then we'll grab the width caliper and measure the width of the wheel. The width is 7 inches, so we'll use our up and down arrow keys and we'll select 7. Then we'll lower our hood for our 7-second spin cycle. Now our outside weight position stops automatically on top. Press the positioning pedal. This is a hammer-on weight, so we'll be putting it at 12 o'clock top dead center. Then we'll press start, and the inside weight position will rotate to the top. Press the positioning pedal. Again, we'll be placing it at 12 o'clock top dead center. Now we'll lower our hood for our 7-second check spin, and we've got zeros.